So welcome to Aurum. What you're going to hear tonight is a special information that very few people understand. And I'd like to compare it to the era before ChatGPT and the era after ChatGPT. In the past, if you want to do some documentation tasks, it could take you forever. But today, with so much AI agents, both generative and agentic AI, work is becoming much more easier than it used to be. The future of AI is such that AI will not replace your job, but those using AI will replace those working without AI. So I want you to have that background knowledge and let's bring that into trading. I'm a trader. I enjoy trading. I enjoy looking at the charts, but most people can't. We're talking about how can AI make trading easier for you? Just like the AI, transformation that's come to the workplace, in trading, the same thing is happening. How can AI make life easier for you? And that is the purpose of this presentation. Welcome to Aurum or Aurum. Now remember, Aurum stands for, it's a Latin word for gold. So what you're going to hear over the next couple of minutes simply refers to the golden age of blockchain development, the golden age of financing. It's inevitable. Fiat world has to integrate with the blockchain. And a lot of fintech companies are coming up to bridge that gap. To make sure that fiat can easily move into the blockchain, and the blockchain crypto can easily move into fiat. The world has changed. The Genius Act and all of that, so many activities going on in the world today tell us that we have to get on the blockchain. So welcome to this amazing presentation. I'm going to start with a short video to give you a basic overview.
Aurum Neobank is a next-generation financial ecosystem with a fully integrated cycle. Top up your balance, earn through the trading bot, spend with your card, and restart the loop. Choose from 4 card tiers: Nova, Imperium, World Elite, and Infinity. Each unlocks access to cryptocurrency payments, low fees, and premium rewards. No verification required. Minimal fees. Physical card included. Higher transaction limits. Take control of your finances and grow your wealth with Aurum Neobank.
All right, so thank you very much for watching that video. And so we go right into
Aurum
discussion for today. We want to show you an opportunity that is sustainable, something that will be a blessing to your family. And I know you hear this all the time. And I just want to beg you tonight that while you hear me talk, don't call up your memories of the past. For once, just tune out the old memories of those losses that you've had, because all of us have experienced those losses. And despite experiencing those losses, why are we saying yes to Aurum? That's what we want you to pick. So observe the differences between whatever you've done in the past and what Aurum is and brings to the table, and how it can benefit your family, because we want you to experience joy, love, and excitement, the ability to meet up your, financial needs without having so much worries. And that's a work in progress that's possible with Aurum. All right, so the first thing I want you to remember when it comes to Aurum definition is that it is an ecosystem. That's the first thing. The CEO wants everybody to remember when you hear Aurum, it is an ecosystem. And that simply means that you have various technologies and tools that can make financial impact positively in your life. We have the EXAI bot. That is the first one everybody comes into. And that's a very powerful solution that is performing miracles. But we also have the EXAI Pro bot. Then we have the Aurum Neobank. For a while I was presenting and talking about Aurum, I never understood that it was actually the future of banking. All right. I was initially looking at it like a trading solution, but it's beyond just trading. All right. So the Aurum Neobank app, which is in the testing phase, and we also have the card system, Visa card, MasterCard, available for use. In other words, you can load your crypto straight into your card and spend anywhere in the world that you wish. And then we have the Aurum exchange. I'll cover a couple of those other solutions like the Zeus bot in a moment. So there are different tools. Each one is unique and each one has very minimal learning curve. Very minimal learning curve. Super easy, straightforward. I give it to this platform because they make technology look so easy. But who is the CEO of this platform? We have Brian Benson. Brian Benson is somebody that when you see his picture the first time, you say, oh, could this be another actor? Well, no, he is a real person. And the beautiful thing about Brian Benson is that he he's a former director of Binance, and he was in charge of Latin American operations of Binance. So imagine somebody at that level being the CEO of a platform. Why your mind could rush back to the former platform where you've lost money in the past? And I tell you, who was the CEO of that platform? Can you remember the CEO of that platform where you lost money? All right. So you see, most people get involved in platforms where there is no pedigree, right? This is a CEO with heavy, massive, background, and that gives us some rest of mind. Now, some people say, "Are you sure he's real?" Well, the interesting thing is that you can go to ChatGPT, go to Perplexity.ai, go to all the AI solutions in the world, and just do your own research. All right, do your own research, and you're going to find out that this person is definitely a real person. I remember the first meeting I had with Brian Benson and a couple of the leaders here in Africa. We had to ask him, "Are you a real person? Are you the real Brian Benson?" He had to show us his ID and say, "This is me." And since then, it's been an exciting journey. When you go to Google, you can type Brian Benson Binance. All right, you're going to see different faces. One is his face when he was younger, another his current face. Some with him, the t-shirt of Binance and all of that. This is a real person as we have dug deeper and deeper and deeper. And one of the things that gives us confidence about Brian Benson was the event called Token 2049. And I put this slide here to help people understand that this year, earlier, around October in Singapore, there was an event where tens of thousands of persons gathered, all blockchain CEOs, C-suite gurus. They gathered in Singapore and they were all talking about various projects. Now, Brian Benson was at the stage at that event and he gave a talk. And the title of the talk was, Can AI Make You Richer? Which is also the title of this presentation. So he's a real person. At that event, Aurum was a gold sponsor of Token 2049. And at that same event, we had the CEO of OKX, the current CEO of Binance, CEO of Theta. So many people were there at that event. Now, for third-party credibility, Token 2049 hosted Brian Benson's video. So if you go to Token 2049 YouTube handle, you're going to see Brian Benson's video. Go check it out. The title is, Can AI Make People Richer? So this YouTube handle, it's not an Aurum handle, it's a third-party handle, and they host the video there. So we have a CEO that is real, all right? This is not one of those platforms where you have actors just posing for to be who they are not. Now, I took it a step further. As part of research, I said, what are the requirements to get the position of director with Binance? No, go do this research yourself, right? Use the various AI tools. When I checked this on Perplexity, I found two criteria that were really mind-blowing. One, you need to have 10 years experience in executive or leadership role. All right. So not work experience of 10 years. No, 10 years in an executive or leadership role. And that was huge. So the person we have as the Aurum CEO is somebody with serious pedigree. And when you hear him speak, you know that he's a technocrat. He's not he's not just somebody who just came in to make money. He is a technocrat. When you listen to him speak, you will understand that you're dealing with a professional. Now, the second bullet point there. For you to be a director of Binance, you must have run a business from scratch to $50 million profitability. That second criteria helped me understand exactly why Brian Benson behaves the way he behaves. He has run businesses where he helped the business grow to $50 million plus from scratch. And go to the AI tools, Google his work history. You're going to see one of the platforms he was involved in as bridging the connections, the connectivity between centralized finance like fiat currency finance with the banks and blockchain financing. Yeah, he was a CEO of a platform where that platform, that was what they were doing. So whatever you see now happening in Aurum comes with, with a lot of background experience powered by Brian Benson. And one of the questions I asked was, can I get a job as a Binance director? And I realized I might not qualify. And the reason is I've not run a business from scratch to $50 million profitability. So that's the person you have as the Aurum CEO. That's the background. I spent a couple of minutes explaining, putting this on the slide because the person behind or operating a platform is, you need to be, that's the top thing you need to pay attention to. All right. A platform that is just run by a nobody might give you nobody results. All right. So one more thing. Forbes has written about Aurum. And so this is a second factor we considered. We loved the CEO and his pedigree. We spoke with him. The interaction was great. And Forbes wrote about Aurum. It's right there on the homepage of aurum.foundation. Just go to aurum.foundation and read up. You're going to see the Forbes write-up. And Forbes says that Aurum is engaged in institutional grade trading. Institutional traders operate differently from the normal trader. And the way Aurum trades, they're not looking for a huge profit. No, they go in 0.5%, they're out. They go in 1%, they're out. They go in 0.3%, they're out. Now, somebody will say, oh, do they have losses? Yes, sometimes they have losses. The marketing manager said it. Sometimes they have losses, and that's why you will see those 0.3% results sometimes, because, yeah, they have to make sure they are profitable and give you a correct reflection, but they will not be showing you too much of those negative losses, right? So that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. We're in a system where every winning trade must never go into a losing trade, where they are ready to take 0.3%, 0.4%, 0.5% and keep you in the game. For those of us who are traders, one of the problems traders have is they want to make 5% in one trade. Now, that is why many people get trapped in the market. So that Forbes write-up was really a positive one. Now, look at all the factors we've combined. Now, ask yourself this question. Should you allow yourself stay down because of your past losses? Or should you get up again? Now, the slide in front of you simply is a quote from Warren Buffett. And it says, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. So if you decide that you're not going to give yourself a chance at, creating passive income, then you should be ready to work until you die. All right. And we're not saying it must be one thing or the other. You have to get creative and look at various options for creating wealth for yourself. And Aurum is one of those factors that we want you to really take note of. So a little note on risk. Everything involves risk, all right? And at the speech, anytime you hear Brian Benson speak, he tells you always come with money that you're comfortable with, all right? Not everybody can afford the same amount of money. Some people can afford less, some can afford more. Just make sure you're coming in with money that's not going to give you high blood pressure, all right? So that you enjoy the experience. You're coming to trade with a bot that's been trading for over 2 years, that's been working perfectly. So we want you to come in comfortably and do your own research, all right? I'm not a staff of Aurum. We just saw the opportunity and we want to share it with our friends. One of the powerful things that makes Aurum so attractive is the fact that the subscription is just $19.99. 1 year subscription, renewable every year. So why is it $19.99? This is because Brian Benson said he doesn't want people to be making money from the subscriptions. Yeah, he was not interested in making it $120 and paying network marketers commissions from the bot subscription. He said, no, let's keep the subscription affordable, let's keep it low, and let's make sure anybody who wants to change their financial story can do so easily. And that's why it's just $19.99. Nobody makes money from that subscription. That money goes straight to the company, and that's one of the ways the company makes money. All right. The number one bot in this ecosystem that everybody must embrace when you get started is the EXAI bot. This is an amazing bot. I love it, right? I love it. This is an amazing bot. Now, it's totally hands-free. When I say hands-free, what I mean is you're not doing any trend line analysis. You're not checking demand zone and supply zone. You're not checking any cloud settings. You're not doing anything. You are just simply, you deposit your money on the platform and the bot does the analysis. The team, human and robot interaction get you your results. So you can be busy with other activities. Maybe you have your 9 to 5 keeping you so busy. You focus on that and, while the bot makes you money. Now, another thing to take note of is that this bot only trades top coins. It doesn't trade shit coins. It doesn't trade coins with low capitalization. So you're talking about coins with over $1.5 billion capitalization. So that gives you, a steady range. Coins like ADA, Doge, BTC, Ethereum. These are coins that really make sense and are stable. All right. Now we have been trading. This bot has been trading for 2 years and a half. All right. This technology is not a new technology, and if you're coming into Aurum, just know for 2 years plus, this technology has been delivering results, and that's the EX AI bot. All right. There's also advanced risk management, and that risk management involves stop losses. Okay. It involves stop losses, use of stop losses. So this is not a system that trades without stop losses. Even though it's spot market trading, it embraces stop losses. And I tell you, a trader who doesn't use stop losses will get messed up along the way. Trust me. Traders have really experienced that. All right, this slide and the next one is super important for you to understand exactly how the platform makes money and how you can make money. Now, the platform makes about 17, 18% every month. Okay. However, you don't get that 18%. You get a percentage depending on how much money you decide to deposit. So if you are trading with $100, then there's a profit sharing. Whatever profit the platform makes, they're going to keep 40 and they're going to give you 60. But if you're trading with $1,000, you realize that the platform is not going to take 40%, they'll just take 30 and you keep 70. Right? If you're trading $1,000, $2,000. Now, if you're trading with $3,000, $4,000, the platform will take 25% and give you 75. Now, if you're trading with $5,000, $10,000, the platform will take lesser, 20%, 15%, And if you're trading with 25,000, the platform will take 10%. If you're trading with 50,000, 5%. And you have much more of the profit. So you see, two people in Aurum will not have the same percentage ROI simply because they have different capital bands, all right? By the way, remember, there's no package in Aurum. Some platforms in the past, those years ago, they'll tell you, oh, if you come in with $1,000 package, then when you earn times 4 of the $1,000, you have to resubscribe with $1,000. Now, Brian Benson said, no, 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 that we are trading, so there's no need to resubscribe. Once you deposit, you deposit once and keep cashing out forever. Deposit once, keep cashing out forever. If this were a Ponzi scheme, it would have been very easy to put those packaged in. If you earn double or 3 times the money you put in, you have to rebuy the package and all those nonsense. Brian Benson said, no, 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 no. That we're trading, people deposit once and keep making money for life. Now, this slide is simply summarizing what we've said so far. Based on the previous slide, if you are trading with $100, expect 10.49% monthly. If you are trading with $300, expect 11.37% monthly. If you're trading with $1,000 or $2,000, expect 12.24% monthly. Now, if you're trading with $5,000, expect 13.99. So the platform takes lesser of the profits as the capital you put in, as you increase your capital. You can start wherever you want to. You can do $100. Yeah, people do $1,000, people do $10,000. But remember, you decide what's comfortable for you. All right. And so that's it. $25,000 is the 15.74 percentage return on capital. Now, of course, we have the $50,000 and above, which make 16.62. All right. On average, the platform makes about 17, 18% every month. But here, this slide contains a secret. Do you see that the platform is making a lot of money? For you to be making money, the platform is making a lot of money. The majority of people joining the platform are going to be between $100 and $5,000. That's where you see the vast majority of persons. And you see, the platform is going to make you so much money from that vast majority of persons. So that's how the platform is making money. One, they make money when you subscribe, the $20 goes to the platform. Secondly, when you trade and you are profitable, the platform takes that percentage. And lots of persons are trading between $100 and $5,000. So a lot of persons are going to be making the platform rich. And I love it because a platform that is making money will remain in business. This slide speaks to the beginning of Aurum's activities. Oh, when did Aurum start trading? When did Aurum start trading? Hey, Aurum started in February 2023 with a lot of machine learning activities going on. The bot was studying the market and the learning model was being updated. Okay. And you had that going on all through 2023. Now, a lot of aggressive trading started in December 2023. Brian Benson's interview, he said it that by December 2023, they started trading. All right. But before that period, a lot of learning was being done. And that's why if you look at the trades from February to November, you see that they were always up, down, up, down, up, down. So from December 2023, trades started and people started, angel investors began pumping funds into Aurum. Aurum was designed for big boys, those who have money. It wasn't meant to be a public thing. All right. However, when they saw the powerful results that was possible and the idea of creating an exchange, they said, okay, if we're going to create an exchange, we need a community that will use the exchange. I think we need to begin to invite people to test Aurum and build a community. And that's what led to the opportunity that we have here today to come learn about Aurum. We wouldn't have known jack about Aurum if not that the idea of creating an exchange and building a community came in. This platform had built the technology, enhanced the ecosystem. They were running on all cylinders before they started sharing the opportunity with people. Now, some people also started trading around March 2024. Yeah. Some people started trading around March 2024, and these ones were part of the process. You can see from 2024, the profits have been very stable because the bot had understood the market, the learning model had been updated, and it's auto cruise. All right. And this year, a lot of people started March 2025. I think some people started December 2024 too, and they kept it secret. A couple of people started December 2024, but they just kept it secret. They weren't too sure. This was looking extremely sweet, but they just wanted to be sure. So they kept it secret until April, and they decided to start sharing it with their friends. Now, some people who had it in April also kept it secret. They didn't tell anybody. They were like, this is looking so amazing. Until August, we got to hear of it. July, August, and we began to partake in it. Since August to today, it's been an exciting experience. And there are people who have heard about it today, but still are wondering, is this real? Is this real? They're still keeping it secret. They don't want to tell their friends and their family. And that's how it's going to be. Since last year, people have been using this bot efficiently and making money. Can you run compounding mode in Aurum? The answer is yes. If you go to the bot section, you will see a reinvest button, yeah? The reinvest button once turned on means compounding mode. What does compounding mean? Of course, one of the miracles of the world. It means that your profit for any day is taken, added to the capital. So the capital increases, okay? Your profit for every day is added to the capital, so your capital increases. So over time, your base capital will increase and therefore impacting the percentage profits that you make. By default, there is no compounding. In other words, you have to go turn it on yourself. And when you don't turn it on, then any profit made will be deposited for you. You can easily withdraw that every single time. All right, but there's a powerful miracle that could happen if you compound. So this is a $10,000 capital, okay? $10,000 capital compounding for 4 months made 100%, right? The first month, it moved from 10,000 to 12,000. The second month from 12,000 to 15,000, then to $17,000 on the third month, and over $20,000 at the end of the fourth month. So this is trying to show us the power of compounding. However, all right, remember, if you need money for day-to-day expenses, you don't have to compound. All right. Don't say everybody's compounding and you go compound. If you know you need money to run your day-to-day expenses, feed your family, take care of yourself, I just turn off compounding and enjoy the cash out process. Cashing out with Aurum is sweet. All right. So this is an example of somebody who has the reverse button turned off. Once it's turned off, there's a section of the bot page called accumulated profit. You'll see your trade results dropping there day after day. If you want to cash out, just click on withdraw and to move those funds to the dashboard and you cash out to your exchange. Now, I love this slide because we created it to show people the various percentages that are possible depending on your capital band. So if you're trading with $200, I didn't put $100. Just yeah, but it's still the same thing. If you're trading with $200, just expect about 10% a month, and it's going to take you one whole month to make $20.8, and that is about 31,000 in your local currency. Yeah. For you to get back your $200, it will take you 9.6 months. So remember, the lower the capital, the more percentage of the profit the company will take. However, if you're trading with $1,000, you're making about 12.2%. That's about $122 every month. And that's about 183,000 of your local currency. And you get back your capital in about 8.1 months. If you're trading with $5,000, you make about 13.9%, make over $1 million of your local currency, and that's about $695 per month. And you make back your capital in 7.2 months. This slide is not about, there's no compounding here. This is a case of somebody who just comes in, keeps the reverse button off, and is cashing out every day. All right, so that's just an example. And look at $25,000. This is somebody who who loves to have $3,900 income monthly, and that's about 5.8 million of your local currency. And you see, he's going to make back his capital faster in 6.4 months. Now sorry. Now I ask people this: if this were a Ponzi scheme, do you think this model where big investors are making their money faster will be possible? The platform would have collapsed a long time ago. If people that come in with bigger funds are completing their, the 100% of their capital faster, the platform would have collapsed a long time ago. Because, I mean, that would be a lot of money leaving the system. So, but what we have is unique. These guys are trading. Why are we confident they are trading? They did a live session where they logged into KuCoin and OKX exchanges, just two of the exchanges where they trade on. And they showed 6 months trading results. If you haven't seen those videos, ask whoever invited you to this meeting for the link to those videos. Those videos are a proof to the trading of this system. I asked myself a question. We've lost money in the past, so we're trying to be careful. But I asked myself this question: how many platforms have ever done this? And I told myself, no platform has ever done this. And they're not trading in their own exchange, right? They will create their own exchange in the future. They had to log in live. KuCoin OKX showed you their 6 months trading results. When I saw that video, I told myself, hey, I don't want to hear the story. I want to be part of the story. I want to see what Brian Benson does. I don't want to feel the pain of regret that I should have been part of this and I didn't take it serious. Please avoid the nostalgia of failure of the past. Embrace your loyalty should not be to the nostalgia of the past experiences, but to your future. And I tell you, what we have here could literally be your monthly income depending on your capital band. Somebody I told Aurum told me, it looks like $25,000 is the sweet spot. And I told him, yes, it's a sweet spot, but you can start at wherever you can and you can top up anytime as you go. All right. One of the amazing bots of the ecosystem is the Zeus bot. The Zeus amazing bot. Now, when you start Aurum, you're going to be so focused on the EXAI bot, but along the line, you need to pay attention to the Zeus bot. Because when you trade with the Zeus bot, every trade you see the report, entry price, exit price, you will see the result, the profits. Not every trade is profitable. They're going to tell you out of 7 trades, 5 or 6 were profitable, or 2 were not profitable. You're going to see the entry, you're going to see the exit, Now you're going to see a link where you click on to, to open the chart on the exchange is trading on for you to see the price action. So this is one of the unique things about the Zeus bot. And that tells you for them to be giving you entry, exit. Now, my own investigation with the Zeus bot, I found out that when the market was moving and pumping, money was being made. And when the market was dumping, little movement, little money was being made. And it struck me, yes, that makes sense. For that particular coin, little money was being made because the market was going sideways and dumping. It made sense. These guys are really trading. So what's the Zeus bot? The Zeus bot is like a mining machine. Any coin you load into it, it will be giving you profit as that coin. Remember, the EXAI bot is a USDT powered coin, powered bot. So you put in USDT and it will be trading USDT for you, yeah? And giving you profit as USDT. But with the Zeus bot, when you load Bitcoin, it will be generating more Bitcoin for you. If you load ADA, it will be generating more ADA for you. If you load Doge, it will be generating Doge for you. Actually, the coins that you can load on the Zeus bot are BNB, Doge, Pepe, BTC, Ethereum. Yeah, about 5 of them or thereabouts. So that's it. And it's really an amazing platform. If you just put your money on these various coins, some coins will perform better on some days than the others. But because you have all those coins, you just be making money. And it's automated. You just be seeing the entry price, exit price, profit range, and you find out that this bot is just taking 0.3%, 0.2%. It's not staying in the market and waiting for miraculous pump of 10%. And that's a lesson to traders who trade manually. Don't be greedy. Institutional traders, just go in, get the money, and get out. That's a very solid lesson learned. Right. So, that's the power of the Zeus bot, one of the ecosystem tools. Somebody asked me a question, is it possible to easily withdraw my money? Yes, yes, yes. That's what centralized exchanges are for. All right. And of course, whoever added you here can easily help guide you on how to cash out. So cashing out is never a problem. All right. One of the beautiful things that we love about Aurum is the cards. We have Visa card, we have MasterCard. Now, somebody in this group said that he has a card. I'm going to call on Mom T to tell us about the MasterCard and how she's been able to use it. All right. But that's at the end of this presentation. All right. So, but the card system works. All right. Card system works. Just get your card. It's a virtual card. It's a physical card. Just load your fiat into your card and it will spend it anywhere in the world. All right. So here's an example of the Aurum Visa card working. And these guys were, I didn't hear any word of English here, but when it involves money, there's always excitement. Feel the energy.
This is Michael. This is a beautiful lady, Nida from Marriott. Now we will see. Also, machen wir besser in Deutsch, ne? Brandneue Aurum Visa Card.
Tap one time.
Klick. Okay. Brauchst du einen Beleg? Nein. Was passiert jetzt hier? Sale, Receiving, Receipt. Wait. Super. All done.
Yeah. This one for you.
Micha, geiler Laden oder geiler Laden? Thank you, Kapun Krab.
So, like I said, I didn't understand much of what was said there, but Kalalal or whatever it said, it's just success, and the guys were super excited that the payment card worked. All right, so this is a picture, a high-level overview of the ecosystem. There are lots of tools here in the ecosystem. We've spoken about the EXAI bot. Then we have the Aurum Neobank app. Currently, the app is under testing phase. We're using Telegram for now. We also have the EXAI Pro bot. Okay. We also have the Zeus bot. We've spoken about the Zeus bot. We have the cards which work. We have the Aurum token. We have the flash loan license. You can literally come into Aurum, get a loan, trade, return the loan, and take the profit. This is another powerful tool. We're going to be getting the team to explore these tools, because when you explore these tools, you get to appreciate the company called Aurum and why we are so passionate about sharing to everybody we care or we know about. It's really powerful. And of course, the exchange is under public testing phase, and staking is going to come after that. So lots of stuff are going to come in here. The platform is also, over the next few years, the platform is going to get involved in real world assets where tokenization of properties in various countries would be available. Imagine a big mall in Dubai being tokenized, and then you just buy portions of the token as according to your pocket. Everybody becomes a part owner of that property. Now we're going to have our Aurum POS. We have the cards already. We're going to have the POS. We're going to have Aurum ATMs. So don't be surprised over the years you see an Aurum ATM machine. And Aurum is going to be coming to different countries, 10 countries at least. So you see, this platform is going to become a household name. We're also going to be having staking capabilities on Aurum. Withdrawals. Withdrawals is a minimum of $25. So when you have $25 in profit, you can easily cash out. Very easy. It works. Percentage commission, the platform takes is 1%. Then, of course, there's also $1 charge for the blockchain transaction fees. It works super well. Withdrawals could take up to 24, up to 48 hours. But I think since I joined this platform, it always arrives within 12 hours. So good to go. They under promise and over deliver. So that's the beauty of Aurum. Without talking to anybody, the bot can trade for you and make you money. You just come in big, all right? You want to come in big, but as big as your pocket allows, okay? And come in at your comfortable level. That is what we encourage you to do. However, there is an opportunity to make money by becoming a promoter of Aurum. Listen, this is a very, very powerful aspect of Aurum. There is so much poverty in the world. Anybody can transform his life to literally become somebody that makes $200 every day simply because you are marketing Aurum. So I encourage you to, okay, I have to mute some people here. So I encourage you to really keep your mind open. It's not compulsory that you do what is on the next few slides. It's optional, all right? But you know what they say? If you're not in sales, you're not in business. It doesn't matter the business you want to do. If you don't know how to sell it, you hardly will succeed in that business. Even if you want to open a boutique or a supermarket or sell cars, you're going to have to inform your friends, hey guys, this is what I do. Come patronize me. It's selling. You have to learn to sell. So you can own a career. You can start your career with Aurum. And you work at your pace. It doesn't have to be a full-time career. What most people do is after that 9 to 5, right? Give your time to your job from morning till 6 p.m. When you get home, take a shower, and from 7:30 to 9:30, you just become a salesperson of Aurum. That's what it takes. Some people just work 30 minutes a day from home, and some people work 1 hour, while some do 2 or 3 hours. There are people that work from 7:30 till 11 p.m. and they do that 6 days a week. Yeah, some 7 days a week. So you work at your pace, selling Aurum. What are the benefits? Now you have different streams of income. You have direct commissions. You have team sales commissions. You have extra bonuses when you hit a rank. You have share of profits, all right? As your team trades, you get share of the profit, and then you have the shareholder bonus. Let's get right into it. Before I get into these ranks and breakdown, I want to say something. There is money in Aurum promotion, but you will not see that money until you deliver results. Aurum is not handing away free money. So when you start promoting the platform, you're a Nova. For every deposit you attract into Aurum, you get 3%. I remember when one of my business partners brought in somebody with $5,000. He said, I only got 3%. I say, yes, because the platform is paying you while the person's money is trading. The platform is paying on behalf of the person. So it's just 3%. Yeah. And so it might look a little boring initially, but trust me, just break the first rank. All right? Break the first rank. So the minimum trading capital for Aurum is $100. Yeah. So just break the first rank and you just realize you're a Voyager. Huh? You're a Voyager. And Voyager requires $7,500 in your structure. Who can give you Voyager? One person. One person that deposits $7,500 and you're a Voyager instantly. All right. So if two persons deposit $4,000 each, you're a Voyager. That's it. $7,500. And once you hit Voyager, the platform says, thank you very much. You've attracted $7,500 to us. You've worked for this. Here's a $100 gift. Yeah. So there's a delayed gratification model with the Aurum compensation plan. If you're expecting to come in, build it, and when you start building it, make so much money initially, no. You must hit the rank and feel the financial blessing. That's the model Aurum is running, and it's really because they are really trading and helping people to succeed. Now, when you hit Voyager, this is what happens when you hit Voyager. The team profits sharing gets unlocked, 5%. So whatever profit your team makes in a day, you'll be paid 5% of that profit. And anybody you bring into Aurum as a Voyager, you start making 5% profit of the commissions. So initially it was 3%, but because you're now a Voyager, they say, okay, good, you've attracted $7,500. Come on, you can get 5% from here on. Now, don't be comfortable with Voyager. It's an exciting position because that's where you start seeing money flowing. Money starts flowing and trickling in, but you need to get to Vanguard. You're a Voyager. You probably brought a couple of persons into your business. What's your job? Help them. Help them, share the opportunity with their friends. We have a 9-minute audio file that you can share with your friends. Attractive. You are a salesperson, right? It's optional. So once you say you're going to do this, you dedicate an hour a day, maybe 5 days a week or 7 days a week, get the job done. As you attract a team of $25,000 trading capital, you become a Vanguard. Easy. $25,000. And this is not additional to the $5,000. It includes everything, including the previous capital, that you've hit. Now, for you to be Vanguard, your trading capital has to increase to $300. But guess what? Once you hit Vanguard, the platform blesses you with $500. It was super exciting. The speed with which the platform pays you this money. Once you hit the rank, before you can refresh your page, the money has hit your balance. An amazing platform. Now, for you to get to Vanguard Pro, you need a $2,500. And then you can wonder, when I started, I was wondering, how can I build a team that can have $62,500? Jesus, that's a lot of money. But you know what? Teamwork makes the dream work. Once you hit Vanguard Pro, for anybody you sign up directly, you start making 9%. And from the team bonus, you begin to make 10%. Vanguard Pro is where you start feeling the money gradually. But the next rank is Nexus. By the way, before I go to Nexus, once you hit Vanguard Pro, the platform gives you $1,000. And each of these ranks, you can hit these three ranks in 1 month. You can hit these 3 ranks in 1 month. All right? Maximum 5 or 6 weeks. You can hit these 3 ranks: Voyager, Vanguard, Vanguard Pro. You have to come with energy and you have to come with speed if you want to be a salesperson. All right. And now, of course, the next rank is Nexus. You see, when you hit Nexus, cash flow increases. You begin to see the possibility of what Aurum can do in your life. You're going to get $2,000 as a reward, but this is where the miracle is. This 12.5% of team income. You see this column, team profits? That's where the miracle is. Yeah, these bonuses are sweet, okay? But you see this 12.5, amazing. You also see this 10.5. It's anybody in your structure. So people down will be activating accounts and you'll be getting your commissions. All right. Of course, remember, if you are in Nexus, for example, you are 10.5%. If you have a Vanguard, all it simply means is that you're not going to get 10.5%. The Vanguard will get 7% and you get 3.5%. And that's how you'll be making money from all over your team every single day. The rank you want to make sure you get to is Oracle. When you hit Oracle, oh my God, you begin to see the wonders of Aurum, because some headache will be leaving you alone. This first page of the compensation plan is poverty goodbye page. All right. The higher the rank you go, poverty begins to leave you. Of course, you get a $5,000 bonus, for hitting this. And team income, 15%. Amazing. Amazing. Imagine making 15% of whatever your team makes. That's the miracle of the platform. Once you hit Oracle, you become a shareholder of the company. So every 3 months when they share some shares, kind of like some profit of the EXAI Pro bot is shared to every shareholder. You're going to get your commissions. Now, it's not about the money. It's just about the fact that you are special and you participate and partake in that shared profit. You see, when you hit Prime, the next rank is Prime. To hit Prime, you need $625,000. in your structure. Don't worry, you're not the only one bringing it. It's a teamwork, right? Once you achieve that, you can kiss poverty goodbye. You get a $10,000 gift, yeah? 17.5% from the team. But see that level, prime. Just kiss poverty. Poverty is gone. Poverty cannot touch you anymore. It's going to take work to hit these ranks, but I tell you, you can hit it in 6 months and you just become somebody who's making $3,000 a week, $4,000 a week, just because you hit prime. It's really an amazing rank. Now, the second page of the compensation plan is where, the first page was goodbye to poverty. Now, the second page is welcome to wealth. Most people, all their life, they're running away from poverty, and poverty is chasing you. Sometimes you think you have run away, but then the economy will just come grab you by your pants. All right. But in the second page of the compensation plan, if you get to elite, the platform gives you a $20,000 gift. If you get to magnate, $50,000, Mitos, $100,000, legend, $150,000, dominion, $500,000, archon, $1 million, and pantheon, $2 million, alpha, $3 million. See, people on these ranks, many of them are making $3,000 every day. People that are around Mitos and Legend. So imagine making $3,000 every day. Imagine that. This is what is possible. And it just takes a little bit of hard work and tell yourself, all right, I love this platform. They're really trading. Let's build a community of people that are willing to sell this risk, manage this risk, build and create a large community. And that's what we're doing here. And if you build this community, you begin to smile in the bank. Well, building is optional, but that's just a possibility that's, you see a lot of people enjoying Aurum and making some extra money more than their trading capital is because of Aurum marketing plan. All right, so we have the global launch of Aurum. The official global launch of Aurum is happening middle of January next year in Dubai. If you want to be there live, all you need is to directly sell $35,000. Yeah. Directly sell $35,000. In other words, attract $35,000 investment to Aurum. Remember, if you don't want to build the business, you don't have to put yourself under pressure. Just enjoy your trading. Top up your trading capital and relax. But if you love the sales thing, then you can decide to be a part of the community. And we have trainings to guide you. Don't worry. And of course, if you want to be at the higher level where you have your own room, where you can change rooms and all that, yeah, you hit the higher percentages. But $35,000 gets you a flight reimbursement of $750 and takes care of your hotel accommodation and all that in Dubai. Official launch of Aurum. That's an event to be on. Now, remember, the cards have a compensation plan. We're not going to go into that right now. If you build a large community, as people start buying their cards, because everybody's going to buy this card. Once you purchase the card, like if you purchase the Aurum Infinity card, this is a card I intend to buy soon, all right? Once you get this card, you start using it. People in your structure who use it, you're going to get commissions. And it's a beautiful thing. When they buy it, you get commissions. When they use it, you get commissions. It's an awesome platform. Right, so here are a couple of trade results. We're on $21 million in May with 17.49%. We went to $24 million in June with 16%. So then we went to $29 million in July, $34 million in August. Then in September, $40 million, 18.06. And in October, $47 million. At the end of November, we're going to find out, I'm sure we'd have likely crossed the $50 million rank. There are less than 20,000 people in Aurum, so we're still very early. This platform is going to create at least 1,000 millionaires. If you choose to be one of them, we welcome you. So get back to whoever invited you to this opportunity, get a link, sign up, and become a part of the story. Your future starts here. And we really encourage you to be a part of Aurum. This is a summary of why I have chosen Aurum. This is a summary of why I don't let my past to hold me down. All right? I don't let my past hold me down. Remember the story of Abraham Lincoln? After the war, he and his friend Buddy opened they opened a kind of liquor business, right? But his friend, maybe it was post-traumatic stress, he kept drinking and drinking and drinking and ran down the business. Abraham Lincoln had to spend over 10 years paying back the money for that business. So have you done a business that it took you 10 years to pay back because it was a bad business? Should you give up? Well, you know what? Abraham Lincoln always made this statement. It's not as if I'm dead or I cannot get up. And that's what I want you to remember. No matter your past losses, ask yourself, are you dead? No. Can you get up? Yes. Now get up again and remember the differences between Aurum and other platforms. See what makes Aurum unique and go for it. All right? Go for it. Abraham Lincoln went for it and later became the president of the United States. So we have a good and a great CEO, Brian Benson. Is a real person. That's his X handle. We have a reasonable ROI. If this were a platform paying 50%, even if it were paying 30, 40%, I'll be scared. I won't want to be part of it. So it's paying a reasonable figure, 10 to 16%, something that works for everybody and is sustainable. And the Visa card means that Visa has examined their records, their identity, they know who they are, and give them those cards. Okay. And of course, there are multiple ways of making money. A very affordable subscription fee, less than 20,000 members, make money 7 days a week. Those are a couple of the things that makes this super exciting. Now, I'm gonna call on let me see, is she still here? Let me start with Mommy T. Mommy T, I want you to tell us your story with the cards. I'm gonna look for you here. I'm just gonna look for you here. I want to hear your story with the cards. Can you talk? You can unmute yourself. Okay, maybe Mommy T can't talk where she is now, yeah? Okay, that's fine.
Me very well. Maybe my earpiece.
Oh, yeah, I can hear you now. I was really
Okay.
excited when you said you have the card and it's working for you.
Okay. Okay, let me give a good evening, everyone from Dubai. Thank you very much, Coach Enabdi, for this opportunity. First of all, I really want to make it clear. I've not gotten the Aurum new card, but I have a new bank MasterCard.
Okay,
How I
the
got
virtual
it
card, right?
was that
The virtual card.
yes,
Okay.
MasterCard. Yes, I'm using it currently. I'm just transferring my USDT to the card, and I can use it to pay for my bills and everything and my items. I got to know about this card was that I went for an event and I wanted to pay for an item, and I told them if they can accept cryptocurrency, and they were shocked, oh, she deals in crypto. I said, yes, I'm a trader. And the American man said, if I can hold on so that we can have a dinner later on for him to really get to know me well. So that is how I knew, and I got the new MasterCard because it deals with the new bank, you understand, in US. So I got the card. So first of all, one of my prospects that joined Aurum recently is an exchange guy. What caught his attention was this Aurum new card as well. And somebody else, even yesterday, was telling me, I will join Aurum because of this card. So some people knows about this card, but they have not gotten the opportunity to get the Master Visa card. So it is left for we now. We are few now members of Aurum to really share the opportunity as well. So that is how I started using the New Bank MasterCard. Thank you very much.
Awesome. I mean, great testimony there. Great testimony. I
Yes.
want to hear that. Absolutely. So if the virtual card works, the physical card, once it gets to you, will also work. Thank you very much for sharing your experience.
Thank
All
you.
right. So we have a testimonial from the latest vanguard in the house. The latest vanguard in the house. All right, Lolo General Tina, unmute yourself. Tell us your experience with Aurum. And I want to know, is it hard to hit Vanguard? What does it take to hit
My
Vanguard?
God. Oh my Coach Nnamdi, that
Yes.
announcement just sounds like I'm being called onto one super stage. And I'm just feeling so excited. I'm so excited. My $500 has landed in my trust wallet. That's mega excitement for me. I'm so happy. So I heard of Aurum in July. Sister Ibok told me. But because of where we're coming from, the pain, the disappointment, the hurt and everything, I didn't want to hear of anything else. In fact, I was particularly angry that she could even tell me something else. But I said I wasn't interested. And then in August, she still spoke about this. Okay, so let me even hear more about this. And when she told me more, I said, okay, let me just try a little. Then I was on holidays. I said, let me just try a little and observe the system. I wasn't going to tell anybody because already where we're coming from, we've had a lot of relationships, strained, and we've lost some relationships also. So I said, let me try. And then I tried in August. I came back to Nigeria in September and I looked at that account. I was like, oh, really? This is nice. Like, I even forgot I did something. That means as I was, having fun, enjoying my holidays, my account was working, Aurum was working for me and making me money. And so I came back, I said, okay, so I need to tell people now. And that was when I made up my mind. That was in September to start telling people. And I was just being selective. I'm still being very selective to tell people, who to tell about the business. That was in September. And then I opened an account and said, okay, this account, I'm just going to monitor it and see what happens. And I created a deposit of $5,000. That was September 23rd. Just left it there. September 23rd. Today is November 20th. As of today, that account is 6,557. Right. So that account has made me over $1,500 without doing nothing. And then I've had my first rank. I collected my $100 quietly. And then today I ranked Vanguard quietly. And I've withdrawn my money. It has dropped in my trust wallet. Such an easy, stress-free platform. So the anger of the past, the disappointment and everything is not holding me back anymore. I'm excited, I'm happy, like I'm proud to tell people more right now because I'm sleeping, I'm making money, and I'm not scared because when I think of who we're following, Brian Benson, that's my confidence. Okay, who is at the top? Because there's something about the spirit of the head, what is the head doing or what is the head saying, or who the head is affects the body. So the spirit of the head, I believe, will continue to work in Aurum, and that's success, wealth. And I know that a lot of people can do if much, much, much more. Some people came in and hit their first rank the same day. Like, yeah. So I'm so happy to be here. And it's more force, more energy, more inputs right now. Yeah.
Thank you very
You
much.
very much.
Just a quick question. Yeah. Just take a moment.
Yeah.
And imagine you've hit Nexus or Vanguard Pro. You hit Vanguard Pro. And then you've hit Nexus. How would you feel?
Hey, don't let my head break. I'm like, imagination will go kill me. Imagination is something else. I beg. I'm so looking forward to that. Like I've told my sponsor, I said my target and what I really wish and trust God for is to hit Vanguard Pro before Christmas. Like a Christmas present. Nexus, I'm looking forward to it. So, but if I get to Vanguard Pro, boy, my shoulders will just hang. We need someone to help me bring it down.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward. But we're going
I can
to
tell you will hit Nexus by end of December.
and I'll hit amen.
Just believe it. Believe it and you'll see it. Believe it and
Amen.
you'll see it. Believe it and you'll see it. All right.
Amen.
So thank you very much for that wonderful testimonial. I look forward to your higher ranks. All right. I encourage you and I encourage your entire team and everybody who is here. Share the opportunity. Yeah. You see something that is ringing true. Everybody that has received Aurum always hesitates to share it because of past experiences. And because of the past experiences, people begin to say, oh, I don't want to tell people, I don't want somebody to, So we're being careful. Whoever invited you here today has carefully selected you. The person that invited you here today has carefully selected you because people are selectively inviting their friends because nobody wants to say, come into a platform. All right? You filter through. So I congratulate you for hearing of Aurum today. And I hope over the next 1 year, you will stand a chance of being one of the dollar millionaires that Brian Benson wants to create. So get back to whoever invited you and get started. I want to see if Ibok is here. Hey, let's hear from Queen Ibok herself as she closes the session.
Good evening, everyone. I'm just really amazed at Tina's testimonial that she was upset with me when I when I spoke to her about Aurum. And I'm glad she finally said yes to it. Tina, congratulations again on hitting your rank. Well done, dear. Well done. So, well, basically, mine was just to encourage everyone, on how to go about their business and, build teams. So I'll say that I just wanted to remind every single one of you that you're sitting on an opportunity that has the power to transform your finances, your confidence, and your future. But the real power isn't just in the opportunity, it's in you. Every rank you desire, every bonus you want, every single breakthrough you've been praying for, it's all already within your reach. That's what you should remember. It's all already within your reach. But success only shows up for those who show up consistently. I want us to take a look around this call. These are the people who will win. These are the people who will rank up. These are the people who have decided that their dreams are bigger than their excuses. They're not making any excuses. They're here every single day learning about their businesses. Learning every single day. They learn from Coach Namdi, they learn from HP. These are the people that have decided they don't want to have any single excuse, but to achieve those ranks. So this is what I want to say. I want to challenge you. Challenge yourself. Talk to just a few more people. Share the opportunity with boldness. And that boldness only comes when you have studied and understood your business. You can't talk about something that you don't have good understanding about. Support your team actively. Check who is doing well, who needs help. Stay plugged in, to the Zoom, the trainings. Every single day, we have trainings Monday to Thursdays, as in for prospects, and then the members training on Sunday. Don't miss any. I don't miss any. That's why each time, HP comes up, he'll call out and he'll say, Ibok is here as always. Even as much as, I've learned a lot. I'm learning from Coach Namdi. I'm learning from HP every single day. And most importantly, believe that you can win. Remember, success is not for the most talented. Success is for the most committed. And the only difference between where you are now and where you want to be is the actions you take. We have people ranking up, just like Tina, every single day. We have people ranking up. We have people earning bonuses. We have people changing their lives. And the next testimony can truly be yours. So let's go into this week with energy, with the fire, with the purpose. This is our season to win. Let's win. This is our season to multiply. Let's multiply. And this is our time to rise. So let's go, team. I'm here rooting for every one of you. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much, Coach Stanley. Thank you, Tina, for a beautiful presentation this night. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Thank you very much for that motivational piece. We're inspired. Thank you very much. Good night, everybody. Let's join HP at the 9 p.m. session and experience his brilliance.